These sensitive ass that just came out of this little, I don't know where they come from, but niggas being wild emotional, niggas be turning into big super just be trying to have fun.
If Busta ever try to front me, hit you with no delay, so what you saying, yo? Silly with that 90, but the devil, yo. Yeah, I do his better than him. He better not play with me. I will and perform Busta Rhymes show.
Did he do it, right?
Yeah.
I know
he did it.
You've been heavy on social media talking about it.
He did it. And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before it actually.
Oh, you've been saying this for a long time now.
I'm walking through the crowd and somebody grabs my hand. Just softly put their hand in my hand and just holding it. So I look, and I see this big chain that said flip mode. I look up and it's Busta Rhymes.
I'm not gonna say it. They call them fun boys. They'll say, we gotta have some fun boys in the section for Busta. Bro, Busta Rhymes wanted him in his section so bad. Like, what? Pulled him to the section, like through the rope, and tucked him off in the corner. So I'm looking like, well, he ain't come with us.
Busta Rhymes is heated right now, and word on the street is he's allegedly pressing 50 Cent with threats over some wild footage that's set to drop in 50's upcoming documentary about Diddy. See, 50's been gathering dirt on Diddy and his infamous FO parties for years. But what's got Busta losing his cool is this rumor that there's actual video of him caught up in the madness with Diddy right in the middle of it all. And trust, that's just scratching the surface. A few months back, Busta's ex-bodyguard, Big Homie CC, came forward claiming Busta's been into the fellas for a long time. And apparently, that wasn't a secret in the nightlife scene. Promoters knew the drill, according to Big Homie, lining up young dudes to chill with Busta and VIP every time he hit the spot. Now here's where it gets crazy. Sources close to the situation are saying there's footage from one of Diddy's parties showing Busta and Diddy caught up in a full-blown wild session with several men who are believed to be workers Diddy hired for the night. That's right, allegedly, Busta was all up in it. And it doesn't stop there. Multiple men are now coming forward saying Busta made inappropriate moves on them. According to their claims, anytime they ran into him, he was pushing them to come party, Diddy style. They're saying it wasn't just once or twice, it was a pattern. Now with 50 Cent behind this documentary and aiming to lay it all out for the world to see, Busta's threats aren't likely to stop what's coming. This might just be the beginning of a full-on reveal. If anything, it looks like Busta might have just guaranteed himself even more screen time in 50's upcoming doc. So what's really going down? Why is Busta spiraling all of a sudden? And what exactly does 50 have on him that's got him ready to risk it all? Let's break it down. With all the buzz and allegations swirling around Busta Rhymes, you already know 50 Cent wasn't about to sit quiet, especially with both of them showing up at the Humor and Harmony Comedy Fest. 50 was joking around, low-key throwing shade, saying he was worried Busta might roll up in something outrageous, like that legendary yellow outfit from the 1999 MTV VMAs. Yeah, 50 actually posted that throwback pic of Busta in the bright yellow fit and wrote, "Busta cannot wear this to Humor and Harmony. Busta, I don't care who made the outfit. You gotta show up fresh in Shreveport. LOL." But Busta wasn't about to let that slide. He fired back, sharing a wild AI-generated image of 50 in a crazy look, with a caption that said, "I keep telling you the blessings don't stop, so we ain't never gonna stop. I thought it was Father's Day, 50 Cent, and you out here looking like this? Don't let me find out this how you be in the mirror prepping for Shreveport." Back then, it looked like harmless trolling between two rap legends. But now, knowing what's possibly about to drop, it's feeling way more personal than playful. Now, word is, 50 Cent wasn't just playing. Sources are saying he's got actual wild footage of Busta and Diddy together, and it's allegedly about to be aired out. But before we even get into that, we gotta rewind to those crazy claims about what used to go down in Busta's VIP section. If you missed it, Busta's former bodyguard, Big Homie CC, recently sat down with the Art of Dialogue and didn't hold back. He straight up called Busta a supersed monster, saying Busta's been acting real suspicious around younger men for years. And according to him, this wasn't some hush-hush thing. Everybody in the club scene allegedly knew what was up. Big Homie claimed it was an industry open secret, especially among promoters. Anytime Busta got booked, promoters were reportedly told ahead of time to get his section right, with the kind of company he really wanted. It wasn't bottles and dancers. They were allegedly lining up young men to keep Busta entertained all night. And it gets even messier. Big Homie told a story about one specific night at the club with actor-model Don Benjamin and one of Don's friends, who happened to be a gay man. According to Big Homie, the second Busta laid eyes on the guy, it was go time. No hesitation. He allegedly pulled the man straight into his VIP section like he was chosen. Big Homie says Busta wouldn't let the dude leave and was glued to him the entire night, making sure he stayed nearby. And this wasn't some rare incident either. Big Homie claimed it was routine. Promoters apparently had to stay ready and stack Busta's VIP with top-tier men because once Busta had his sights set on someone, it was locked in. Big Homie didn't stop there. He claimed Busta was all over that dude, calling him cute the whole night. And once he had him locked in the VIP, that man wasn't going nowhere. Allegedly, it was like Busta had him on a leash. But here's where it really gets wild. Big Homie says the industry's been aware of Busta's real preferences for over a decade. So why hasn't anybody said anything till now? According to him, the answer's simple. Everybody wants to be in that VIP section with Busta. That access, that lifestyle. Too many folks were looking the other way just to stay close. Then Big Homie dropped another bomb that's been seriously overlooked. He brought up Busta's alleged past when it comes to women. He hinted that there could be more to the story, something deeper. Big Homie suggested that, like a lot of closeted men, Busta might be dealing with some internal resentment toward women, and that could be showing up in aggressive behavior. And before anyone thinks this is just one ex-bodyguard talking slick for attention, nope. More men have started speaking up with their own encounters. Back in 2020, social media personality Trip Alley hit YouTube with his own story. He claimed Busta tried to scoop him up one night in New York while he was on his way to a Halloween party. Trip said at first it seemed innocent. Busta invited him to VIP, and Trip figured it was just regular club energy. But once he got in there, he realized things were way more intense than he expected. The vibe switched up quick, and Trip wasn't ready for what came next. Things took a crazy left turn when Trip Alley got into a heated argument with his friend, who was not feeling the idea of pulling up to Busta's party. The back and forth got so wild, it turned into a full-blown fight. Trip ended up scrapping the whole club mission, and to make things worse, his friend dipped out and left him stranded in the middle of NYC. But honestly, that might have been a blessing in disguise. 'Cause who knows what really could have gone down if he ended up in Busta's VIP that night? Now fast forward to 2021, and guess what? The streets started buzzing again. Word was that Busta was back out here, allegedly trying to link up with men once more. And just when things couldn't get any messier, paparazzi supposedly snapped him leaving a gay pride event. With a trans woman by his side, the timing, suspicious. The rumors, loud, and just when the internet thought it had seen it all, boom, Orlando Brown pops out again and blows everything up. In one of his latest viral rants, he claimed he smashed a whole list of industry men, not just Diddy, but Busta too, along with several others. Now let's be real, most people don't take Orlando too seriously when he goes off the rails. But lately, folks are starting to notice something different. In some of his newer interviews where he actually seems more grounded and clear-headed, he's been saying things that are starting to click. The way he's calling names, dropping specifics, it's making a lot of people stop and wonder, could there be more truth to his claims than anyone ever thought? Now, rumors of Busta possibly being on the down low are one thing, but what really needs to be talked about is his long track record of wild, aggressive behavior. Just like Diddy, Busta's been known to get physical over the pettiest things, and his legal history proves it. Let's take it back to 2006. Prosecutors tried to hit Busta with a full-on weapons charge after some drama with a random passerby. And according to Billboard, they claimed Busta had a whole machete stashed in his car. A machete, not a pocket knife. Wild. Then in 2007, Busta found himself in more hot water. This time, getting hit with a misdemeanor after allegedly roughing up his former driver over some money beef. He ended up pleading guilty to both cases and walked away with 3 years of probation, but the chaos didn't stop there. In 2009, the New York Post dropped another bombshell. Busta reportedly had to pay out $75,000 to a fan who claimed he got attacked at one of Busta's shows. What happened? According to the fan, he tried to leave the show early after realizing Fabulous wasn't gonna show up. Dude stood up to bounce while Busta was mid-performance, and that's when things allegedly went left. Busta, already in his feelings, supposedly snapped, yelling, "Get down! I'm not good enough for you?" Then he allegedly hurled 2 more water bottles at the fan before telling his bodyguard to punch him in the face. All that over someone walking out? That's not just drama. That's rage. So when you look at Busta's history of snapping over the smallest stuff, it's really not shocking that he's been tight with Diddy since the 90s. Beyond the shared anger problems, word is they might have something else in common too, a strong alleged interest in much younger men. And let's be real, Busta's name keeps coming up in situations that are getting harder and harder to ignore. Busta's whole stance on this Diddy mess is looking real shady. When the first wave of allegations against Diddy started coming out, Busta jumped in telling fans to hold off on judgment and wait for the facts. Like, what? Why even say that unless you're low-key trying to defend someone? And let's be clear, we're not talking about petty drama. These are serious accusations involving alleged DVSA and multiple victims, including some who were reportedly very young at the time. So for Busta to be telling people to mind their business, yeah, that's not a good look at all. But here's the kicker. Fast forward to now, and the Diddy scandal has completely blown up. We're talking federal raids, lawsuit after lawsuit, and now an official indictment. And suddenly, Busta's moving like he never even knew Diddy, dodging questions, staying silent, and acting like his name ain't in anyone's mouth. But let's be honest, he's not gonna be able to play clueless for much longer. Because according to folks close to the situation, 50 Cent's upcoming documentary on Diddy is about to expose everything. And yep, Busta's name is allegedly on that list. And if there's one thing we know about 50, it's that he never forgets. He's one of the only rappers who straight up refused to party with Diddy back in the day. He peeped the funny business early and kept his distance, for a reason. But just because 50 stayed out of the mix doesn't mean he wasn't watching. He's been quietly collecting receipts and watching these industry games unfold. And now, it looks like he's finally ready to show the world what he saw, names included. You already know 50 Cent was watching everything from the sidelines, taking mental notes on every rapper who said yes to Diddy's infamous invites. And now, it's finally 50's moment to air it all out. Word is, this documentary he's dropping is about to be the industry's worst nightmare. Because nobody is safe. The whispers in the streets have been loud for years about certain rappers allegedly getting wild with Diddy behind closed doors. And insiders are now saying, loud and clear, that Busta Rhymes' name is on that list. We still don't have an official release date, but what we do know is this doc is coming through G-Unit Film and Television Inc., and it's locked in for a Netflix drop. So yeah, this isn't just some thrown-together expose. It's being directed by Emmy-winning filmmaker Alex Stapleton, so expect a sharp, top-tier production that's about to leave jaws on the floor. But here's the messy part. Sources close to Busta say he's already caught wind of what's coming, and he's not taking it lightly. Allegedly, he's been scrambling behind the scenes, trying to call in favors and pull strings to get ahead of the storm. Word is, he's even reached out to 50, warning him to keep his name out of the doc entirely. But let's be real. When has 50 Cent ever backed down from someone trying to silence him? Especially when he's got receipts to match? This doc ain't just a project. It's payback, it's exposure, and it might be the moment the industry finally gets stripped bare. But let's keep it real. Busta trying to warn 50 probably just made him double down. And if you know anything about 50 Cent, then you already know. He lives for moments like this. The more someone tries to shut him up, the harder he comes for them. So if Busta's name is really tied up in this, best believe 50's not cutting him out. He's front and center now. The real question is, what's got Busta so shook? If there's nothing to hide, why not just brush it off and keep it pushing? Why all the behind-the-scenes moves? Why the sudden silence? It's giving guilty energy, and people are starting to connect the dots. So what do you think? Is Busta really tangled up in Diddy's drama? Or is his name just getting dragged for no reason? And more importantly, do you think 50's documentary is about to blow the lid off the entire industry? Let's talk about it. Drop your thoughts in the comments below and sound off. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss a single update. We're diving even deeper in the next one, and trust, it's only getting crazier from here. Catch you in the next video.